And welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of the Lost Podcast of Titan, a father and son journey through the sci-fi series that unite our generations. And today, we will be doing commentary over a request. It is the movie Altered States from 1980. This is probably before most of you were born. It's probably before most people who are currently alive were born, to be honest. But there you go.
Yeah, we're going to be tripping out today.
Yeah, this is one of those hippy dippy trippy movies that should have been released in the 70s, but they got held up by the studio and was released in 1980 and was crushed by Reaganomics. So, what are you
Well,
gonna do?
actually, Paddy Chayefsky did not write the novel until after the 60s, so you can sort of
That's
blame
why I
it on
said the
him.
70s. We got all the heavy drug films in the 70s. You know, with the LSD and the weeds and the cocaines and the man.
We should have done Yellow Submarine or something.
Oh no, we would not do Yellow
Oh,
Submarine.
why not?
Because it's not a sci-fi film.
Oh, yes, it is.
It is not.
You got a vicious race of undersea creatures attacking a peaceful race of undersea creatures, and the peaceful race sends up a rescue vehicle to the surface to enlist obviously the aid of the Beatles. I mean, how much more science fiction can you get with that?
Listen, all I know is that Ringo was a born Liverpooler. Okay,
I'm a born. No, that was John.
that was John.
John was the born Liverpooler.
John Lennon was the Liverpooler.
Yeah, well, they were all Liverpoolers, but it was John who delivered. I mean, they were all from Liverpool, but it was John who delivered that line. And I hate to admit this, but it took me years before I finally got the pun.
Well, it just means you're my father, so there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Uh, but yeah, so today we are going to be watching Altered States. It's been a while since Papa has actually seen it, and I don't think I've ever actually seen it myself. So this should actually be a treat.
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and go ahead, put us on pause, and pull this up on your favorite physical media or streaming service. And just come back to us when you're ready. Welcome back. We'll be starting in three, two, one, play. And it should
And get
have
some Mexican drugs into you and enhance the experience.
some classic. What's the fucking name of the mushrooms?
Psilocybin, or that's the name of the
That's a
substance.
scientific. I'm talking about the street name. Yeah. And this is just before the captain got frozen in Dark Star. Got it?
You told me once you'd had a experience in a sensory deprivation tank.
I did, yeah. It was,
I haven't.
I mean,
No, go ahead.
uh, I think it would have been better if I was in better shape, to be honest.
I don't
Because
think Shape has any. I mean, was it a real sensory deprivation tank, or was it one of those commercial knockoffs when this thing became trendy?
it was a large bathtub, yeah.
I would still like to try the experience. I understand that if really done right and professionally, you can really just trip out of your mind.
I imagine, I think you have to do it multiple times because it took me a while just to actually relax.
This is why I think they had a nice this using this vertical tank was a nice idea instead of the horizontal one.
Well, yeah, but then your neck is just sort of wobbling your head about.
I love it these movies where you're just turning knobs and pushing buttons and stuff and looking really important.
Wait, he was just testing on students before he tested it on himself?
That's common with college researchers. They will
They will
hire
grab guinea
students.
pigs off the out of the hallway. Like, come
I
here,
love
come
these.
here a
I
second.
love these opening credits.
What words?
Oh, just the way the
They,
attempt at being artistic with the credits. I like that in a motion picture. That's one of the few things that disappointed me about The Silence of the Lambs. They didn't try anything interesting with the opening credits.
what would they do with Silence of the Lambs opening credits?
Show, you know,
Little
some
CG lamb going bah, and then be.
some streams of blood going down the screen, or death's head moths flying in the background, animated stuff like that. And that's our boy William Hurt in the tank in the background, with good old Bob Balaban and the recording instruments.
From the novel Altered States by Patty Chafayefsky. There you go.
Yeah.
Howard Gottfried, damn you. Directed by Ken Russell, cousin of Kurt Russell.
No.
Yes, actually.
No, actually.
Actually, yes. Yeah, someone fell asleep.
No, he's not related to Kurt Russell.
Yes, he is.
I just checked.
Listen, it's a well-known Hollywood secret, okay?
Apparently not much of a secret, if you know it.
Oh. This reminds me of the really shit film that came out a few years ago, A Cure for Wellness, which also had some scenes in a deprivation tank.
I'm glad you said it was a shit film, because I feel better now about not having sat through it. I just
Oh Lord,
looked
like
at the trailers and stuff, and I said,
the trailer. Actually, okay, the trailer looked like it was cool, like it was a suspenseful mind control fuckery, that sort of thing going on. Like, yeah, I thought it had potential, and then I took my wife to see it, and I felt so bad. I apologized afterwards.
Of thinking of all the films that we could have. I mean, there were probably better films at the Metroplex that she took her to.
Oh yeah, definitely. Squiggly, squiggly, squiggly.
Yeah, see the little squiggly lines there on the paper? That's when you were crying.
Crying, yeah. A good night's sleep.
Or reason to make money off this.
Oh, there we go. It's like if we go to LA and make a series of tanks. Oh, that was a trip. There was cryo freeze clinics in Dallas. I kind of wanted to go visit one, but we moved out before I could.
Oh, I was going to ask, is that the one where the power went off and it's spoiled?
No, no, no. This is one where they give you a cryo bath. They basically blast frozen nitrogen gas on your body.
And you were still alive, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it's not like the ice machine or whatever from Predator 2.
It doesn't. Spraying a person with frozen nitrogen doesn't sound
Frozen
safe.
it's nitrogen gas. It's very cold.
I know.
It's fine. They wouldn't let people do it for money if it wasn't fine.
Well, if he wasn't flaky, he wouldn't be a great movie character. I mean, name a science fiction or scientist film where the main character wasn't flaky to some extent.
The scientist from War of the Worlds.
You don't think he was? Well, okay, well maybe.
He was the heartthrob love interest.
And that's the lovely Blair Brown with the carrots.
With the latest hits from Adak Centaur on his scimitar. In case you forgot, this was the 70s.
On a scimitar? No, you're thinking of a sitar.
Sitar, scimitar, same thing.
A scimitar is a sword. Of course, that's better for doing those sharp notes, but boom, boom.
Physical anthropology. That means you're unemployed. Gotcha.
That means you're working at the coffee shop. These days, I can't think of William Hurt without thinking of Dune.
Wait, was he in Dune?
Yes, he was Duke Leto in the miniseries.
Oh, that Dune. Okay.
Yes.
I've mostly blacked that out, to be honest.
You gotta let the costumes go. That's all there is.
I can't let the costumes. I mean, like the guild was like, "Ooh, you will not defeat us." Ooh, math.
Wow, let's shift gears here.
God damn. Damn, that's fast. Holy shit.
Really?
Well, goddamn.
Well, college could be like that. I mean, my freshman year, nothing. And then my sophomore year, girls just falling out of the damn trees and stuff.
What?
Ugh.
That's not very romantic.
No.
Well, on occasion, yes.
This, I would say, if I was her, this might be the part where I'd consider, let's just cool this relationship off a bit.
Listen, she's a physical anthropologist. She doesn't have much in the way of options.
Look, when I started dating your mother, I didn't ask immediately what she was majoring in, okay?
Oh, now they're getting to know each other.
This isn't exactly the sort of thing I talk about on a first date.
Well, I mean, she's a physical anthropologist, so what is she going to do?
Oh, okay, right, yeah. I said, ah!
Morphine.
He said, never get involved with a physical anthropologist.
Unless it's physical.
Yeah. Actually, now I'm wondering, what else is there isn't all anthropology physical to some extent?
Not necessarily. I mean, if you're going to break that down, then a lot of sciences are physical to some point. I should have. I don't know if I told you the story. It was like when I took anthropology in college. We were talking about excavations and shit like that, and how in Charleston they were excavating a like prehistoric campsite, and they were basically uh, dusting off the dirt to get to the actual campfire that had been kind of preserved beneath. And since this was in the middle of public area, you had some people kind of standing around outside the tape, and a guy smoking a cigarette. So how do you tell the difference between modern ashes and prehistoric ashes as he taps his cigarette into the hole? The answer is you don't. Or
the
you
answer
can't.
is you take your shovel or pickaxe and swing it at the guy.
I'm surprised we don't have Spirit in the Sky going right now.
Well, they're speaking parcel tongue.
A white Bible and a Shroud of Turin.
You can get Bibles in any sort of color.
Oh, fuck that noise. Yeah, this is definitely the 70s.
And yeah, he definitely has issues. Maybe we should have had Gene Barry from War of the Worlds as the scientist here. We might have had a easier to understand story.
Holy shit, someone is putting their entire Freudian education from college into their screenplay right here.
You sure you want to let him out of the tank?
And now we have excerpts from the Blair Witch, not the Blair Witch, The Exorcist. Whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa! We just met.
and right now he's studying a disturbed girl. You really want to have this conversation now? Maybe the scientists are taping the wrong person.
Listen, some girls would like to be harpooned by a raging monk.
Fortunately, I've managed to avoid such girls. Wow.
Or we could live with each other for a while first. Try that out.
That's right. I mean, it seems to me that you're already doing that already.
Mm-hmm. He's being unreasonable. This is why you don't sleep with a physical anthropologist. They get too clingy.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by all these people. Do I have sleep apnea?
Hmm.
Oh, Lord.
I
That's not
mean,
good.
god damn. So
God,
romantic.
wow. Sweep her off her feet, why don't you?
Calm down.
Reasonably good husband. Okay, that's a bit better. Probably is. Is that a door in the background or a window?
That is a loading dock.
Oh,
Maybe? Hold on. Camera guy, come on.
I have trouble imagining them getting a real standard church wedding.
Not without him in a mask, spearing her like a raging monk.
Maybe they should have the ceremony, the two of them in the same isolation tank. Mason Parrish, another favorite character of mine in this movie, is played by Charles Hayde.
Who was also in other movies.
Uh, Pretty much.
Wait, holy shit, wait, they have a place in Maine?
Yeah.
God, I miss when, actually having a job meant you could live. So what, how many years has passed now?
Long enough for them to have two kids.
I guess he's a decent enough husband. In the past 20 minutes, have you been paying attention?
Well, heck, I'm going out in the desert and look for lost airplanes. How about that? There's a difference?
Huh.
He's overanalyzing.
Really?
So are we.
Or you could put the kids in the isolation tank.
He would probably do it if he thought he could get away with it.
I'd probably do it if I thought I could get away with it.
Oh, God in heaven. I mean, yeah, they would be your kids, but just tell me about it if anything interesting shows up.
Holy shit, he's drunk.
I think they're all kind of three sheets to the wind. Are we still in the 70s here at this time period?
I have no idea, but holy shit.
The spice must flow.
That's actually pretty nice. Is that the Grand Canyon?
No, they're in Mexico. They're looking for the Hichi Indians.
Oh, it's supposed to be back before they had the Mexico filter for TV cameras or movie cameras.
The Mexico filter?
Yeah, usually it's kind of an amber orange. If it's in South America, it's amber orange. If it's in Russia, it's a sort of a bluish tint. You've never heard that before?
No, I've never heard that before.
Oh, yeah, you should go like YouTube sometime and like put in like Mexico filter, and you'll see like collages of TV shows and movies where suddenly they're in Mexico and there's a very obvious tint to the glass or the lens, whatever.
A cactus and a guys in sombreros sleeping, leaning against the wall, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If that had been the Vasquez Rocks, I think I would have got up and walked off. Well, you have to screw all the women in our tribe, but
What it would look like. Oh, wait. Nope, wait, nope. I'm out. No propelling into the void.
I don't know, sounds like some pretty good weed coming up here.
Have you ever watched Altered States on weed?
No, I watched Altered States with Diet Dr. Pepper, which some might argue is the same thing.
So you're just gonna take some mushrooms in a cave, and this is what they did for movies in the 70s.
Yeah, but
This scene
this
brought
is
to you by Alejandro Jodorowsky.
now. I think if it was Alejandro Jodorowsky, we would have had a much weirder experience.
Need I remind you that like 15 minutes ago there was a goat fucking a girl. So, like, are you sure you want to go there?
Yes, but there were no turds involved, so. Ooh, yummy yum. Part of a nutritious breakfast.
Whoop.
Don't worry, Indiana Jones will be along any moment to save you.
Like what? You asked for this.
Really? I mean, what did you think? That there was going to be some kind of Mesoamerican Starbucks? And you're all going to sit in booths? And...
Sip. Not done yet.
Yeah. We got to let the rice finish boiling first. Now, I like a good mushroom soup as much as the next person, but really? Has that spoon been washed?
Well, that's how you get the flavor.
No, I just had my hand cut open with an obviously unsanitized blade.
Oh, pish posh. He could take it. It's the 70s. And he was married to a physical anthropologist for a few years, so he's got a good immune system.
Listen, I made it to the 70s. I would have screamed like a little girl. Oh, now he wants more?
So what did you do in the 70s then?
I read a lot of books, listened to a lot of album-oriented rock, went to college, had a nice time, met your mother, came back and had to endure the disco era.
Oh, that can't be good. Are they just fucking with the gringo? Putting, like, having him trip mushrooms.
They're crossing their fingers hoping he dies.
Hey, it's the lizard from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Isn't that a scene from that Disney film, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Okay, well, Disney didn't do Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but yeah, or you might be thinking of Mary Poppins.
Oh, there we go. Whichever.
Yeah, I'd like to see Disney doing something like this.
The dark Disney.
Frankly, we could use it.
Well, I mean, I've been thinking about it, and eventually, in the search for the higher market share, Disney will have to branch out into more adult projects anyway.
Yes. Do horror films. Now, what are they eating?
I thought it was ice cream.
I wouldn't automatically make that assumption.
Why not?
I don't know.
Behold, man and woman. Behold,
I'm
color theory in cinema.
I'm thinking of some of those people who tripped out of their minds while watching 2001: A Space Odyssey in the cinema, and they were going, "I see God! I see God!" So
She
now
got
he
his.
sees his wife as a lizard.
Well, I mean, physical anthropologist.
You're just gonna run with that, aren't you?
Pretty much. Also, imagine her being directed to do this. Like, look, he's connecting you to the primal nature of his needs. So I'm going to need you to lay naked on the ground like a lizard.
And she's thinking, "Is this how Katharine Hepburn got started?"
The answer was no. Because you are not Katharine Hepburn. And now she's a pillar of salt?
I just checked, and as of 2011, she's still working.
What, Katharine Hepburn? God damn.
No, Blair Brown. Oh, she was in Jack Ryan.
Oh, well, good for her.
Well, I've been under the impression that's supposed to be a significant TV series.
I'm sure that they would like you to think that, yes.
Dust in the Wind would have been nice on this soundtrack right about now.
Yes, yes, we're being blown away by the sands of time. Can we get on with it?
You got the point. Let's move on.
Any day
Oh,
now.
the mushroom-shaped rock. Oh,
Oh,
and that's
that's
dessert.
not good.
No. And the Hispanic doctor is thinking, okay, I've brought a real Looney Tune up here with me. So all the rocks in that area look like mushrooms.
See? Yeah, exactly.
I want to try it next time I'm with my wife.
Oh, but now we're in hell, apparently?
Leftover footage from Dante's Inferno. Personally, I think Jessup was tripping out before he started doing mushrooms and isolation tanks.
I mean, yeah.
This
He
stuff
was
is just aggravating his condition.
like, I mean, he was with a girl and he was like a multi-eyed goat. Shouldn't we have done this as students first? I mean, there's some in the hall right now. We could just grab them.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, like, couldn't we do this as students first? We could just grab some from the hall.
Here, you can skip the next exam if you sit here and take a spoonful of this. Just say, stop.
Holy shit. Yeah. He's an American.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Listen, let's get you a physical anthropologist. I know where one is who's free. It'll set your mind straight.
Yuck.
What the fuck is with the legs?
It's in the basement of a medical teaching hospital. I think those are artificial limbs.
Hmm. Wait, what? Hold up. Back up. Wait, what? He's going to see one of his students tonight?
He's supposed to be teaching a class shortly.
One of his students tonight.
Well, yeah, he is kind of sampling the student body on the side.
Sampling the student body on the side. Ah.
You sound surprised.
I mean, I thought it was frowned upon. Or is that one of the perks of being a professor?
Well, yes, it is frowned upon, and yes, that is one of the perks of being a professor. Some students may feel they need an edge to get ahead in the class. I'll go ahead and close the door.
Ka-chunk.
I like the scientific overlays in this film. They're making it interesting without making it boring.
That's a matter of opinion. Holy shit.
Well, you have to cultivate a bit of patience inside you.
A chunk of lava in their hands? Holy shit.
Well, cooled lava. I'm not putting up with any more of this hippie voodoo bullshit of yours. Oh, that's right. Just. Ah! Who are you?
Back in the hole.
Set the oven for 425, put it in for an hour.
That's what we need. We need Arnold Schwarzenegger in a serious sci-fi film.
Uh, um, Total Recall wasn't a
No,
series.
I had gun shooty shooty bang bang.
Oh,
I'm talking
I was
about Arnold
some.
Schwarzenegger in a sensory deprivation tank going, I see three of them. I am becoming one and I am killing a goat. Ah, yeah.
My accent isn't improving though. What,
He's
you
an
don't
a-
want more shooty
he's
shooty
a
bang
vis-
bang in this film?
I mean, that would help. But he could be a visiting professor from Austria.
Don't go sticking your fingers in there.
That's weird. And now, because they're all idiots, we will be doing this again. Woo!
He's gonna write down, "I'm choking."
He's saying terrible. Oh.
This guy's worse than McCoy.
Seriously. I'm surprised anyone can read that shit.
He's a doctor. Look at his prescription notes.
Same.
Very unprofessional right here.
What the fuck is this bullshit? Oh.
He's throwing in the bloody handkerchief.
Well, they already drew a blood sample, so what's the point?
Yeah, well, they could have compared the blood that Bob Balaban's drawing to the earlier blood they got with the handkerchief.
Well, it's not sterile. It'd be contaminated anyway.
And this is why you don't want to be a lab assistant in a medical university. And they start hearing bloodthirsty screams from behind the door. Okay, they're talking technicalese and stuff, but they're characterizing it to make it sound interesting. You really want to pay attention to these guys. At least I do.
Okay. Oh. That can't be good. If you say so.
Yeah, but are you married to a physical anthropologist?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's really the trick there.
Yeah.
He's a what?
Oops. A fucking gorilla.
Oh.
And there's the student we were mentioning earlier. who apparently isn't being harpooned by a rampaging monk at the moment.
No, this is afterwards.
Oh, okay. Frankly, if I was an undergraduate, I would be uncomfortable about sleeping with a doctor or a professor. Especially if that kind of crap was going on.
Oh, painful. Nope. And now we're werewolf in London this shit.
Oh. Alien pops out of his chest. Some people can sleep through anything.
Well, I mean, after being harpooned like by an angry monk.
Oh, yeah, I get.
Harpooned, speared, whatever. Someone stole my goat.
Oh, he's a hobbit. A very tall hobbit, but... Oh, well, I guess he's not a hobbit anymore.
So is he really changing back and forth this quickly?
Yes.
Because, like, that's not how biology works.
This is going far beyond biology. He's getting in touch with his primal beginning state. See, that's not also how biology works. Yeah, I gotta clean out that bedroom someday.
Baby, you and your bedroom is really hot. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rend your limbs off your body and eat what's left. Nothing serious.
Oh,
you
no,
got
no,
an A.
no, no.
You got an A for the semester. I want to go out and play with my Hellraiser box and.
Wait, was he in a Hellraiser movie?
No, but that would have been a sort of a nice crossover if handled properly. The Rubik's Cube from Hell. I can bore you with all kinds of details concerning how the special effects people did that, but...
Oh, I'm sure it was just a prosthesis with a little air pack beneath.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, big shock.
Well, at the time, it was state of the art.
A balloon was state of the art?
That kind of prosthesis work, yes.
Man, the 70s was really shit, wasn't it? Now, follow me here. We're going to put a tube into this balloon, and then some guy off screen is going to pump it really quickly.
You're becoming fascinated by nonverbal communication, and you and your husband are divorcing. I mean, excuse me, but what's wrong with that? And you look very hot in those shorts, so...
Well, yeah, but physical anthropologist, so...
I mean, are they all that gorgeous?
Yeah, have you ever seen Physical Anthropologist? Yes.
I haven't spent that much time. Physical anthropology is not really one of my fields of intense interest, but maybe I should reevaluate.
Yeah, I mean, go to Physical Anthropologist Gone Wild. I mean, come on.
Is that a YouTube channel?
No, no, it's a website.
If we have to, for some bizarre reason, change the name of these podcasts, maybe we should consider that. Physical anthropologist going wild. Wow, no wonder he's touchy. So this is sort of the science fiction version of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
I guess.
Become sane. And
This is why you're divorcing me, isn't it?
chill. And I want to start making a sculpture out of mashed potatoes. I wonder if they still keep paper records of electroencephalograms, or is it all recorded digitally in a computer now?
Um, digitally. And now he's going to go and claim what was his.
So, very scientific. He's doing this now on his own.
Well, he's not really interested in da, 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 doing things by the book. He just wants the results.
He's hot dogging, which, that's very. It's unprofessional and it's also dangerous. Case in point. Also, there is someone there. Oh, that's the security guard.
I don't think that's a security guard. I think that's the custodian.
Okay, well, one or the other. I mean, a
Security guards usually wear uniforms with a badge.
security guard might have actually stopped him from getting into the building and getting into the tank room. If it bites and scratches, it's biology. If it bubbles and stinks, it's chemistry. And if it doesn't work, it's physics. And this is why you don't want to be a night watchman or a lab or a maintenance person in a biology lab.
This is exactly why you want to be a maintenance biology person in a biology lab.
Really?
Yeah.
The excitement.
And I do remember that joke you had about physics not working. Like we had a mechanical experiment where we were supposed to be measuring how like the rate of change of a block as it slides down an incline, and the block wasn't
Yeah.
heavy enough to actually slide down the incline at all.
It just froze there.
It just stayed, yeah.
And all of you are intently watching it. Actually, I wouldn't be so anxious to start running after it.
Ah, yes, the soundtrack of the '70s where you had to use every instrument in the orchestra.
Yeah.
Maybe get some lights. Like I've been in some, industrial HVAC areas of buildings before. They're not unlit. They have plenty of light.
Yes, but this is connected to a university. They got to cut corners financially.
And he's going to be beaten to death.
And there actually was a film score composer for this.
Well, I would think so. I hear composition.
Mainly does classical sorts of. I mean, he hasn't released anything that's been in the top 100.
Are you telling me Caveman Loose in the pipe roof isn't on
On
everyone's hit list?
near as I can tell, no.
Leave the doggies alone. Now, is that William Hurt or somebody else?
That was somebody else. And there actually was a soundtrack release for this film.
Of course there was. Everyone had to get, 8 Man Loose in the Pipe Room.
Especially the disco version of Donna Summer doing vocals.
He's running barefoot in the middle of San Francisco. That's brave. Or is this San Francisco or is this Massachusetts?
That's a good question. I see all those hills and I keep thinking San Francisco, but to keep talking about Brigham Young and Harvard and stuff like that.
Oh, that can't be good. Wait, that rhino's been dehorned. That rhino has not.
Well, that rhino is dead.
Don't hit the elephant. I've seen elephants, lay a smackdown on somebody.
Growl.
Also, this isn't the primal state of man. Like, you can go back even further.
Yeah, hold that thought. Miguel Goudreau is playing the primal person here.
And was this his claim to fame?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, with Kenneth Branagh decided to film Hamlet, he didn't have Goudreau's phone number on hand. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Don't bite the fence.
Bite it.
Don't whiz on the electric fence.
So we have a zoo that just has a herd of goats. It's a really exciting zoo.
Well, they could be African goats or
Oh, yes.
something like that.
Behold the rare African goat. All the kids clamoring, Mama, Mama, take me to the zoo to see the African goats. Don't you want to see the lions? No, I want to see the goats.
I want to go to downtown New York and see the chained up monkey.
Oh, God.
Have you been to a zoo since I took you to the Herman Park Zoo before we moved to South Carolina? I don't think so.
I've been to the zoo here in San Francisco.
Oh, really?
While we were not house hunting, but home hunting, we decided to take in the local color. We saw the local museums, art, and history, and then we also went to go see the zoo. Unfortunately, it was also raining that day, and it was going over to renovations, so we made a promise to go and check it out again later.
Did you go to Coit Tower?
What's Coit Tower?
That big tower on top of the hill in downtown San Francisco?
I'm not sure. We were in a tower where we could see the arboreum on the roof of another museum next door.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows how exciting this film is, by the way. Did you go to a museum? Why, yes, I did.
Are you saying that you're bored?
A little bit, yes. Like, this isn't that good of a movie. Oh my god.
I like it.
Well, I'm glad you do. And I'm glad our fan in Texas does too, but holy shit, she owes me after this shit.
Ah, tell her that I appreciate her taste in film.
I will do that. Ho hum.
What else did she recommend?
What else did she recommend? She recommended something else, didn't she? So I can't remember.
Okay, she's probably watching and listening to this commentary, so refresh
Hi.
our memory.
No, no, I still have the email.
Oh,
I don't delete emails.
and you are. You're just taking the rest of your body with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you harpoon me like a raging monk.
I see. That was a goat.
Well, in the state he was in, he probably wouldn't be too clear on his descriptions.
Perchance to dream.
Oh, thank you.
Almost killed.
No.
Oh, now she's looking at the x-rays. She doesn't know how to read x-rays. She's only a physical anthropologist, goddammit.
Well, I mean, when you and I were looking at the x-rays over the shoulders of the scientist, we were able to tell that there was something strange going on, so maybe she could too. Okay, and if this was being filmed, if this story is taking place in Boston, where Harvard and all that is, and he managed to get into the Franklin Park Zoo,
Mm-hmm.
there are Nigerian dwarf goats in the Franklin Park Zoo.
And I'm sure, once again, all the kids clamor to go see the Nigerian dwarf goats.
Be nice.
What? To the goats?
I'd like to be able to stroll through a nice zoo and watch the animals. All right, so I'm not Mr. Excitement.
Of course not. You went through the 70s just reading books and listening to music.
Well, I was stuck out and tottering on the brink on the banks of the Colorado. What else was I going to do?
You would go to the memorial where Janis Joplin spent 2 days in Austin, clearly.
All right. All right. Just keep it up. Just keep it up.
I want to do that documentary. Oh, Lord. When you have so little going on in a town, that is what they fixate on.
If you must know, I also saw my first X-rated movie in the 70s.
Oh my. Okay, all right. I'll bite. Which one was it?
I don't remember the director's name or the actor director's
The director name?
but it was called The Cheerleaders.
Was this when they pretended to be high cinema?
I don't think so.
It's my autistic vision to see all these lovely tits on the screen.
I think it started out as an X, but since then I think it's been downgraded to an R.
Let's see.
Oh, you're looking it up?
Yes.
Oh.
Come and huddle with the cheerleaders. Oh, Lord. It's directed by Paul Glicker.
You must really be bored by this film.
A little bit, yes.
I also saw Zardoz, so there.
Also X-rated.
No.
It had a giant stone head declaring that the penis was evil. I thought it was X-rated.
That doesn't necessarily make a film X-rated.
Well, it should. There's a lot of people in the whole area now.
Well, they heard there's a giant monkey loose down there.
And not chained up on Broadway where it belongs.
And there's also a hot physical anthropologist wandering around.
Well, those are a dime a dozen. On a Sunday, it's a 2-for-1 deal, too, so there you go.
This is not the time to panic. You should have started panicking when you said I do.
Wait, I need to breathe.
It must be love when you can just voluntarily seal the object of your heart's desire into an isolation tank.
What's that saying? If they come back to you from the isolation tank, it's true love. But if they become a caveman, then it was never meant to be. Isn't that how the saying goes?
I haven't heard that particular saying, but yeah, I can pretty much see it happening.
So this guy just played a scientist in all the movies in the 70s and early 80s, didn't he?
Just about, yeah. Well, he pulled a plug on the machine. Well, you may get your wish.
That's not very cash money.
Well, as long as he doesn't turn green and big,
What are you doing?
he's he's doing something very stupid. And he's just entered the Twilight Zone. Maybe he's an epileptic.
Or is this the other side from Poltergeist?
That's a thought. We should have had more of a scientifically oriented version of Poltergeist. Without the little neurotic blonde kid.
The one who lies? Oh wait, no, that was the what's her face who said this house is clear. No, it wasn't. Fuck you. The balls of coming back into the sequel.
Yeah, well, it's not as if there were film rolls lining up out the door for her.
Well, I'm talking about the character. Just oh yeah, this house is fine. Nope. You're able to see this shit through a steel fucking box? Fuck no.
The illumination is leaking out through the box.
Yeah, not cool. Nope.
So on top of everything else, we're having a transporter malfunction.
Oh,
Now
well, I
that's
guess
true. That's true love.
Oh, now we're in a fucking black hole?
Yeah, you should like this more. All we need now is Disney soundtrack and Maximilian.
Dun 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 dun. I don't think he can hear you. Call it a
Actually,
hunch.
it would have been interesting if his voice came out saying, "I'll be out there in a moment," and she's saying, "No, that might not be a good idea."
At the very least, we don't have any, goat heads and crosses going on.
That's true. You mean so this is less disturbing now? You can accept this?
I can accept this, but it's not so much as the other thing was disturbing. It was just fucking stupid.
I thought it was fucking goat.
Well, there you go. And now we're in the Willy Wonka tunnel of doom. See, this is when somebody discovered the fucking oil smears on a camera lens effect. And it had to be included in every movie.
Well, that was discovered in 2001: A Space Odyssey, but yeah, I see your point.
The only thing more obnoxious is just CGI. Because I'm also willing to bet this is during the time where producers are like, we got to have that 2001 Stargate sequence to get all the acid trippers into the theater. And their marriage is saved.
So it's all good. Untold destruction from one end to the other, and but the marriage is saved. Annie M. Oh, he. For a moment, I thought she didn't carry him all the way from that room, but he carried him.
Hopefully they live close by. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh, and
If I
now he's
if
going to examine him.
if I was a university professor or scientist, I'd want to live as close to the campus as possible.
Oh, that was one thing. If I had the money to do it, I would love to have lived on one of the little shops above the corner stores in downtown Charleston.
I remember you talking about that. Yeah, that would have been nice. Especially if you could live close to where you were working.
Working or going to college, yeah.
I wouldn't mind living close to a college myself.
Wait, how much longer is the movie? That was the climax, wasn't it?
No, we have
Okay.
no, we have no other climax coming up. Be patient. My goodness.
Well, I was just wondering what was going on. We had the black hole, and the marriage was saved.
Yes, but now she's going through an emotional experience.
Oh, it's a physical anthropologist. What do you expect?
I mean, she's having to deal with the fact that her husband just about turned into a cosmic experience.
Well, it sounds like a good night. I mean,
What, you can't take the competition?
oof,
Would you rather it was a female undergrad?
that's a question right there. Oh Lord, we're going with the student volunteers. Oh shit. Oh no.
Now, I participated in a few psychological experiments when I was at A&M.
Oh, what they got?
It was very simple. One guy had me counting coins and stuff like that, and then he said I could keep them. And then he asked me, um, did I think there was anything untrustworthy or false about the experiment? And I said, no. And he made several notes and thanked me, and that was it.
Maybe it was the idea of being able to keep money without any real what's the word I'm looking for? Purpose?
Obligation.
Yeah, there you go.
A handful of pennies. Yeah, I was on Easy Street. But there were always little notices like that in
Well,
the.
maybe it's like you were the penny control. Oh, hello. You were the penny control group, and like there were some people who were counting dollars and stuff. You just didn't get the several $100s. Like if some guy just handed you several $100s and said, "Go ahead and keep it," wouldn't you be a little suspicious?
So that's an interesting question. So I would have had a different reaction based on the amount of money I was given.
Exactly. The feel of inherent obligation. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm surprised they didn't like give you a little flyer afterwards. This is what you did. This is what we determined, etc., etc. Here's the other. Here's the general paper that we were doing.
No, but there were all kinds of notices like that up in the bulletin boards in the student centers. Notice the telephone technology.
Yeah, it's got a wire and everything. And I could swear we had that quilt at one point or another.
So now you want to back off.
What's that?
I say, so now he wants to back off after all this. Uh-oh.
Oh, that can't be good. Whoop. Okay.
She's gradually converting to antimatter. And he's got to get himself back under control or else it's going to be really bad.
Well, if she's antimatter, then she's already
No,
blowing up the entire.
she's gradually converting.
Well, the second one part of her turns into antimatter. That's it. And now we're on the Take On Me video. Got it.
Actually, MTV did a bumper which parodied this scene.
Oh, come on. Oh, I was about to say, okay. Hey, what happened to the blanket?
Well, it got absorbed or disintegrated or something.
Oh, yay. You're an amorphous blob, yay.
Now I wonder.
All existence is meaningless, yay.
Now I wonder if he can recreate that. If he has control over that
Oh,
power, and can recreate that effect. But this is the same place where the novel ended.
I'm not surprised. Oh, Lord.
Well, I know that you were less than thrilled,
Yeah.
but I would like to say directly to your friend who suggested this movie, well done. I like it. Thank you. Please suggest other things to bore my jaded offspring with. In
Oh, it's
fact,
fine.
hey, Solaris, there's a,
Oh, God, no, not Solaris. Neither Solaris, please. I don't need Russian Technicolor in space. Oh, let's see.
oh,
Oh, that's right. The 1986 Invaders from Mars,
yes, oh, okay,
which
that'll
which
work.
has which has bad idea written all over it actually, but uh no, like for a 1980s sci-fi film, I see what they were trying to do.
Yeah,
It's just it's lacking in uh it took a while to get to the fucking point. And they could have done more with the whole regressing thing.
maybe. I don't think they were looking for a horror film per se, more of a thinking man's science fiction film. Not like, unlike they didn't want to do Teenagers from Outer Space or Robot Monster or the Giant Gila Monster or stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I'm
Well,
giving it a solid A. Yeah.
actually, I wonder. Hold on. Is there a remake? Altered? I don't think there is.
No, I don't think there
Altered
is.
States remake. Let's see. Oh shit. 2018? What the hell? Hold on. Um. What the fuck is this shit? Altered States. The dumb limbo mumbo jumbo of altered states at 40. Pretentious. Oh Lord. Uh, 5 remakes that haven't been made but should.
Oh, is that one of
And
the ones on the list?
yeah, it's let's see. Damnation Alley. Oh,
Yes,
actually,
that could definitely use a remake.
okay, all right. Altered States, Dreamscape, The Incredible Shrinking Man, and The Quartermass and the Pit.
I would be reluctant to try and redo the Incredible Shrinking Man. Quatermass in the Pit, maybe.
Hmm.
Although you do know that there was Quatermass in the Pit started out as a, I believe, radio drama, then a British TV miniseries, and then the Hammer Films version, 5 Million Years to Earth.
I think you had me watch the television show or something like that because I vaguely remember the still.
Okay. Uh, the Hammer film version was actually pretty good. In fact, that's one I wouldn't mind doing here. You'd probably like it a lot.
Probably. Huh. But yeah, I mean, it. I think this would do well with the remake. Cut some of the bullshit out, add some more bullshit in, lose the whole
Deal.
goat head Jesus on the cross, add more student interactions, air quotes. But there you go. Uh, let's see. What are we doing next episode? I believe it's the Wolf in the Fold. I think Star Trek.
Yes.
The belly dancer gets murdered by Scotty.
Yeah,
Let's see.
there's a big shift from
That's it.
Altered
Yes,
States.
Scotty is suspected of murdering a belly dancer, and that is all we get. Okay. So join us next time for that exciting Star Trek Original Series episode. I wonder if Scotty actually killed the belly dancer. It's hard to tell.
It was dark.
But take care. We'll see y'all next time.
Behave.